Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And boys, oh boys, I have a news for you. We're going to have a brand new tank. In other words, Wargaming wants your credits, Wargaming wants your experience, and Wargaming wants to increase your enjoyment of the game by adding a shovel to another tank. How about that, fellas? KPZ 07P. Hear me out. On the paper, this vehicle looks amazing. It looks very, very good. But obviously we cannot trust paper, so we are going to play with this vehicle in a moment. But before that, we need to talk how you are going to get this tank, how armor looks like on this vehicle, and to compare it with a couple of tanks. So first of all, how you can get this vehicle, right? So Wargaming is going to have an event called Assembly Store. It will happen on August 3rd, right? And pretty much it will bleed your account quite a bit. Remember 780 and remember Lion? Yeah, it's the same event. If you want to buy this vehicle for credits, it would be 125 million. If you want to buy this tank for gold, it would be 55,000. If you want to use free experience, it would be 1 million free experience. And if you want to use bonds, it would be 50,000 bonds. Don't use bonds, fellas. Just please do not use bonds. It's not good. It's not a good value. What you want to do is probably use the free experience. This is the best thing to do if you actually want to get this tank. How many of the tanks are going to be on sale? 75,000 in the EU server, 15,000 in the NA server, and 12,000 in the Asia server. Skill, I have a question. The tank will have a number? Oh yes, you can be #1 customer. And in total, there is going to be 25,000 numbers on the EU server. On the NA server, we are going to have 5,000 numbers, and the PAC server, we are going to have 4,000 numbers. Let's see how this tank compares with other tanks and what kind of stats do we have of this vehicle. Let's see. Okay, fellas, first things first, armor. How the armor looks like of this vehicle. So, whenever this tank is hull down, Aka, you cannot see the hull. It looks actually okay. 300 millimeters armor, but you have cupola which can be penetrated. If you are using your gun depression, good luck hitting this cupola. It's going to be pain in the butt. And if someone would load the gold ammunition, it's not that easy to penetrate you whatsoever. Where the turret goes. So that is a positive thing, and this is a nice thing. Now, this shovel actually works against the heat ammunition, at least it looks like it. There is 20 millimeters of spaced armor, which is nice. Obviously, leather plate is butter and paper, and there is not much what you can do about this. So if you will see this tank in the game, what you want to do, you want to try to shoot the shoulders of the vehicle, right? If the tank side scrap shoulder, or even better thing, there is going to be a mini weak spot in the back. Imagine that. This vehicle is side scrapping somewhere. You see this small shit over there? You want to shoot here, okay? This is where you want to shoot, especially when the tank will turn the turret. You are going to see significantly a bigger amount of it. Same goes whenever tank is side scrapping. You want to aim for this place over there. That's nice. If you have opportunity to shoot the lower plate, you want to aim for a lower plate. Now, how this vehicle compares against the other tanks, right? Okay, fellas, so let's see how the stats looks like on this tank. First things first, I made a decision to compare this tank against 113 5A because this tank is pretty quick, and Leo 1 skill. You are Leo 1, really? Listen and hear me out. So the DPM wise, this tank doesn't look horrible by any shape or any form. 2.7 thousand is okay. And this is raw DPM, right? Alpha damage, 410. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first tank which has 410 alpha damage. So this is, in a way, unique vehicle, right? Now, where the gun handling goes, gun handling is actually pretty awesome. If you would pay attention here, fellas, aim time is equal to Leo 1 aim time. It's insanity. You are pretty much all the time fully aimed, right? The dispersion warlords are obviously a bit worse than Leo, but it still looks very good. But once again, we are talking about the paper, and paper isn't everything. Keep this in mind. After that, mobility-wise, it is significantly faster than E5 or Super Conqueror, but it is pretty much the same quickness as 113 or was a 5A, right? This is how fast the tank is. And overall, this vehicle has armor as well, which is pretty nuts. You could see that beforehand. And you know what? Now I am super excited to go for a game with this vehicle and to see how this tank looks like in the game. Can we make it work? Is the tank stand by its stats or not? This is the question. Let's see. Okay, fellas. Very first battle with a KPZ. I made the decision to go for two different equipment setups of this tank, which is a hardening rammer turbo to make the tank quicker and to obviously make tracks to have more health. In the same time, I made the decision to go for hardening, ventilation and rammer because I think the gun handling is good enough of this tank overall. But obviously this is only a guess and I do not know how the tank will behave. That's why we are making video like this, and that's why we are digging deeper how the tank feels like. So where the speed goes, as you can see, we can keep up with IS-7 and we can literally go with the mediums with a turbo setup, right? This is absolutely glorious and this is already extremely powerful thing. Look into the gun handling of this tank. It looks like the bloom is not big whatsoever. It looks like Leo with armor, honestly. This is how it looks like. Obviously slower, right, by any shape or any form, but overall it looks very, very nice. Meanwhile, aim time is amazing. You are able to spank enemies like there is no tomorrow, that's for sure. I'm afraid that enemies are releasing way too powerful tank in assembly store. I think Object 780 compared with this vehicle is looking like a pile of caco. That's what I am afraid, at least looking into the stats for sure. Obviously, stats isn't everything, right? So that is a positive thing because Wargaming can do the things however they want to, but we need to keep in mind. Can we punish Minotauro going like this? Unfortunately, my reaction was too slow. I cannot complain about this, and I am fine. Obviously, in this situation, Arthas will try to beat the living crap out of us, and Arthas will focus on us to the maximum. It is a new tank, and I cannot blame them for doing so, right? We are a bit in the crossfire, that's fine. We are going to take this position now because we need to fight for our life, and we need to fight for this battle as much as we physically and possibly can, right? Good. Very, very good. 277 and 140. I will be okay. I believe I am going to be completely fine. Arta isn't coming. I see him. Fellas, I'm paying attention to what Arta is doing. Whenever you are testing tanks like this, it is going to be nuts because every single mother trucker will try to hit you and they will try to see what this tank is up to and so on. So keep this in mind. Anyways, where the gold goes. Gold has 320 millimeters of penetration, which is not bad by any shape or any form. It is not Chinese 340 penetration, but it is not as low as 300, right? So I don't really think it is going to be too big of the problem and too big of the deal. That's what I think. And it truly feels nimble where the tank goes. You do not feel like you are playing with a heavy tank, right? That is for sure. At least I don't feel like I am playing with a heavy tank. Now, I'm going to wait until this 140 will peak, because he will. It's a matter of the time. Hi, mate. Beautiful. Very, very nice. This guy is out of the picture, and we can play the game. Now, I think I am going to bully 277. I think I am going to be brave in this situation. I hope I do not need to regret my life choices, but I think we can go in. So what we are going to do, we are saying brrr. I'm afraid that if enemies would have someone here on the corner, it would be bad. And indeed, they do have someone. It's okay. No complaints, no regrets. It's fine. He doesn't know how to penetrate us, so that is a positive thing. But that is okay. As you can see, no one knows how to penetrate this tank at this point. So all we need to do, we need to go like this. The TVP is still on the reload, which makes our life 10 times easier. We are hitting him and we are focusing on eliminating guns by guns. You see, this tank has quite a bit of armor. What that basically means? That basically means you can stand for yourself and you can be relatively powerful. I'm trying to play hold down to the best of my abilities for obvious reasons, and this guy is going in. That is okay. Doesn't really matter. TVP obviously is the priority for us to eliminate, and we are paying a humongous attention at him whenever he's going to make pressure, right? But since he's not making pressure, I'm feeling okay. I'm pretending that I cannot see him and he doesn't know what is my reload time, so he's going straight to the garage. 277 just fired, so we are feeling pretty good. So all we need to do at this point, we need to make a bit of the pressure, just like so. Bad shot by me, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to stick my gun into his gun, so hopefully he won't be able to penetrate us. We are feeling okay, and I'm dead. Okay. This is aggressive play, fellas. I am just testing the ground and I want to see how the tank is looking like. We need to be aware of one thing. We just pretty much messed up 2 tanks with a full hit points. Fellas, what we have done here, right? TVP did not penetrate a single shot at first, right from the very first clip. After that, I made a decision to be aggressive instead of waiting until my support will arrive. I'm testing the tank out. Some decisions might look questionable, but this is what testing is all about, and I want to show you how it looks like. Obviously, whenever people will figure out the weak spots of this tank, it is going to be significantly worse than you are seeing it now, but you know, let's play around and let's test this thing, shall we? Let's teleport to the scoreboard. Okay guys, first battle done. We finished everything with a second class, 3.8 thousand damage, 1.4 thousand assisting damage. For going in front like crazy mother trucker, I would say it is a great success. Third by experience, first by the damage, and we broke even, kind of, right? I survived 4 minutes, fellas. I survived 4 minutes. Well, that's not that bad considering the things. Anyways, first game, let's go for seconds. Okay, fellas, so idea is going to be this. Now we are going to play 3 games in a row. You have seen the first battle ever with this tank. That was my reaction and what I thought about it and overall how I felt about the tank. I played some battles off recording just to figure out how the tank feels like. And I think it is pretty good tank, but now I can be a bit more confident to say so. Also, one more thing, I don't really think the armor is that good as you can see on the paper, because I am getting penetrated quite easily with this tank. So, my thoughts about this tank, it is like a heavy version of the Leopard 1. And I know it sounds very, very nice. I am aware of that because Leo is a favorite tank for many, and this gun is okay, but you can miss as well. It's not the same accuracy as Leo 1. I would not say, oh, it's 1-to-1. If you know Leopard 1, this gun is going to be the same. No, it's not going to be the same, but in the same time you have armor, right? So you need to keep this in mind, and you can take significantly more risks. I was lit on fire with this tank as well frontally, so this is something to think about, right? Or maybe I was just unlucky, but you know, I found the wild Jack Panzer E100 and the rest is history, right? Okay, let's see. Gusor spotted in the middle. What I would love to see, this guy get spotted once again. Watch this. That was bad shot by me. That's okay. No, Mr. Gusor, he's gone. Okay, very, very nice. What do we have here? Anyone? Huh. Very interesting. No one is sitting here. Apart from MX Crossing, obviously. Okay, I see. So, what is the plan? What is the hope? And oh, hi. How are you doing this fine day? He's thinking what? No, he isn't thinking. By the way, this is the last day of the marathon whenever I am recording the video, so that basically means the games are a bit special to the certain way, right? By saying this, people do not think too much and people are just going trollolo and they are trying to get as much use as they physically and possibly can, right? To get the remaining points, to get the best discount and whatnot. So let's keep this in mind. Anyways, as a start, I would not say it is horrible. I think we are feeling relatively okay. What I would love to see, this MX getting involved a bit more. Obviously, oh, look at this beauty. Skill, are you afraid? What do you mean, am I afraid, fellas? What do you mean, am I afraid? We are just starting our journey. We are having a blast. Skill, what is happening? Nothing. Nothing happens, fellas. Nothing. Stick the gun in his gun? No. Easy game. You see? That's what I'm talking about. Now, track. And you know what? We are going to have a feast. Skill, how the feast is looking like. How the feast is looking like. It's called E100 KPZ. Beautiful feast. That was perfection played by us, and you know what? We are just starting our journey. You might think I am feeling bad, but in reality I am feeling pretty good. Although, this MIX is using this opportunity to farm me. So what am I going to do? I am going to turn frontally towards him. Oh, you are brave, my man. Oh, you are brave. Very, very brave. I think I should be able to spank him once again. And now he's down to one-shottable. That being said, he's going to be afraid to peek at this point, and in fact, he cannot peek anymore. Now, the worst part of all this, I'm down to fartable, but you know what? We are going to be okay. Now, we are going to use this JP's the body to peek like this. I hope no one is waiting for me, and unfortunately, someone did. That is okay, fellas. We played super aggressively, and I would say everything went very, very well. It was pretty damn good play. Only one bad thing was I made the decision to be a bit more aggressive here, but that is okay. This is the first game, and that is fine. This is when I know how the tank behaves and how to play with a vehicle. Okay, let's see the score. Okay, fellas, so after the first game, and it actually counts, we are coming back with a 2,400 damage, which is not great, but we annoyed enemies to the maximum and we got 3,000 assisting damage. That is okay. We finished first by experience, third by the damage, and we lost 13,000 credits. That is acceptable. Let's go for seconds. Okay, fellas, now we are lucky with the matchmaking. We are facing the tier 8s. Let's try to do what we can do the best, that being said to fail. We are not using turbo at this point, we are going to go with ventilation, and we will see how it will look like and how this tank will perform. Also, size-wise, right? Look at the Rhino and look at me. I am like his father. I am like, son, don't worry. Whenever you are going to grow up, you are going to be as strong as I am. Size-wise, right? That's what I mean. Anyways, I would love to see someone spotting this side, but apparently it's not going to be the case, which is okay, you know, we can't complain there. Mr. Rhino? It's okay, loving your dad to do the job, I appreciate you, my man, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, T30. We could penetrate him easily like so, unless he will kaku his pants. Good. We are sitting alright here. Now our goal is to say hi for this T30. 69 by the art. This is not a perfect 69, but oh well. Let's see. T57, beautiful, beautiful. Now, fellas, in this situation, what we are going to do, we are just going to farm enemies as much as we physically and possibly can. We have a Rhino sitting together with us, it is okay. It is alright. I would love to take this position myself to keep farming them, but apparently it's not going to be the case. Here we go. Yeah, I feel you, my man, I feel you. I had the same situation before, my man. Listen, this is not a good position to sit at this point, plus on top of that there is some guys who are farming us from a side, so this art is a big danger for us overall. How we can do this in the smart way? I am thinking, how about if I would go to the proper heavy line and we would try to say hello for this E3 or alternatively this T30 playing around this area. What do you think about that? Okay, T30, oh. You're not paying attention? Good, I like it, my man. Heavy tank is playing through the middle of the field. I don't really think it changes anything for us whatsoever. And now pay attention at this. Since this tank is relatively tall, actually no, this tank is not tall, it's just big. But the most important thing is the T30 is tall enough for us to spank him. That is okay. And by the way, keep this in mind that this tank has a good high explosive ammunition, and with high explosive ammunition we can penetrate plenty of the tanks as well. Hi, T57. Quite sad that I did not manage to penetrate him, but let it be. He will move back in a moment. Good. We got a tracking shot and his armor racked. Oi, if he haven't gotten the big repair kit, he's not enjoying himself. I can promise you that, because currently he should be armor racked. So, our main mission in this situation will be to annoy every and each enemy who is sitting in the city. That's our plan and that's our mission, right? This is what we want to do. E3 is thinking he's taking a good position. Very nice. Excellent. By the way, I can penetrate him without bigger problems whatsoever. Skill? How? Well, just like this. That's it. E3, he is not playing hull down, he's playing hull up. And what that means we can bang him like there is no tomorrow. I like the saying hull up. What do you think about that, fellas? Okay, good. Iron Iron is a tier 8. I do not... Boo! I do not really mind about this. Very, very nice. Very nice. So far, so good. We are just starting our journey, fellas. How about you? Cool. Since my DPM is good, I can eliminate this T-34 from the game like there is no tomorrow, and we can continue our spanking and our farming easily. Emil? No. Good, Emil. Good, Emil. Молодец. Very, very, very good. Very nice. Okay, that E3 made me happy, fellas. That was a quality performance and quality game, okay? Okay. What do I want to do at the... Hi, fellas. I found the bravest heavy tank in this game. E75. He's just going through the open field and he is enjoying himself to the maximum. In fact, he's in the garage already. Do I want to go for this 50B? Actually, wait a second. Botchet. Do I want to go for this botchet? There is a humongous chance that he will get outspotted by our list. I am feeling okay. I am not feeling afraid of him. I do not really respect the botchet. Considering what kind of gun handling he has, I am feeling very, very well. In fact, bzz. Hi. Very nice. Beautiful shot to bzz. And I am thinking how to go in front to get some more use. This is what is happening in my head at this point. Hi. The thing is, I would want to make a bit of pressure like this, but this T-57 must go on the reload. So I need to pay a humongous attention what is happening here. Let's see. We are getting closer because we are about to cross, and in fact... What I want to see this guy unloading on someone. Okay, he's not paying attention. This is exactly what I want to see. And since he isn't paying attention, we are going to peek. Oh, like so. We are going to hit the standard B since he is politely asking for it. And we should be able to spank the T-57 at this point, right? I should have fired gold ammunition, I guess. How about other one? He doesn't really care. And Botchet relocated as well. Hi, my man. Bzz is speaking. Yeah, that's okay. A lower plate can be penetrated without bigger problems whatsoever. Skill, do you want to talk about this game? Absolutely yes, fellas. We can easily have a conversation. So what is happening? All enemy forces are sitting over there. So what we can do, we can flank them. Skill, how we can flank them? We can go the same way as Rhino does, right? Because this Rhino should be able to eliminate this T-30 like there is no tomorrow, and after that we can have a party. And oh, party we are going to have. Look. Bzz. Now the question is, bzz, is paying attention what is happening here or not so much? Because what I do not want to see, I do not want to see to get, I just do not want to get penetrated in the side for obvious reasons. Risk it for the biscuit. No one is there. Okay, that's very, very good. Very nice. I have a feeling he went back, that's okay, and he just fired, so he went for Rhino. Now, Botchet, hi. That's okay. We have all time in the world of tanks, we are going for another one. Beautiful. I do not really mind the standard B from behind because I do not really think he's going to be that brave. And now we are relocating again. I want to be relatively close for this list for obvious reasons, and pay attention what this budget is doing. I think he is thinking about flanking me at this point, right? So what we want to do, we want to go just like so. That is okay. This gentleman missed his shot, and now we are having a farming simulator for ourselves. Because this budget is thinking, I should be able to help this bzz, but truth to be told, bzz survived in his dreams. Okay, budget. No, budget is saying, see you never. This is exactly what the budget is saying. What is the alpha with the high explosives? Pretty much it's 50-50. It's 100% chance I am going to kill this guy from the shot. So it's not a bad game, right? I'm still not feeling 100% confident with this tank, and I feel like I am playing tiny touch safer than I actually should, but we are getting there. Step by step, little by little, we are getting there, and I believe we are going to improve this tank even more in the near future. Now, once again, do I think the tank is good? Yes. I truly think the tank is a solid one and the tank is good. Do I think Wargaming is making mistake for selling this vehicle? Well, I do not really think this tank is going to be for everyone. You know, that every and each mother trucker will say, wow, this is the best tank ever. You could not imagine I can buy something like this. I don't really think it is going to be the case in this way, right? But nevertheless, you are feeling quite confident with this tank. Armor, though, I think it looks better on the paper, and I can tell you exactly it looks better on the paper. As an example, in the previous game, like you have seen yourself, I met the Mr. M454, right? And by meeting this guy, it looks like he should not be able to penetrate me that easily, but he's taller tank, so we can change the angle, and this is a 50% chance to penetrate me in the face. But since he was shooting gold, I mean, yeah, you see what I'm talking about. Armor cannot be trusted on this tank unless you are playing cooldown, and yet still, if you are meeting someone who is willing to shoot the gold ammunition, it is going to be a bit of the problem. Anyways, very first ace, I am pretty happy about this, thank you very much. 7.1 thousand damage, that was a proper matchmaking, and we just had quite a bit of fun, if I can say so. We just showed the dominance being tier 10 against the tier 8s, right? And we lost a bit of the credits as well, but that is very much expected whenever you are shooting gold. Let's go for a last one. Okay, guys, last game, Siegfried Line tier 10 matchmaking. I know exactly what we are going to do, and I believe we are going to meet quite a bit of the enemies playing in the Echo, well, okay, playing in the Foxtrot 7, so we will try to challenge them, and we will try to spank the living crap out of them. Now, we need to keep this in mind that our armor isn't ideal, and we are not as cool-headed as IS-7, let's say, sitting cooldown. To penetrate IS-7 is significantly harder than to penetrate this vehicle. So what we will do, for a very first shot, we are going to be ready, and we will aim the very first shot properly, and after that, if we will make a decision to peek, our peeking will take a second, you know? That's what we are going to do. It is going to take a second, and we are hiding once again, just like this. This T-57 is saying hello, but I do not really think he's going to overpeak here. And whenever he is overpeaking, his gun is disturbing me quite a bit. The gun is blocking the very nice angle. What we could expect, and what I do expect to see here, is almighty Jagdpanzer E100. Okay. Meanwhile, the other E100 is saying hello. That is okay. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to be aggressive, you know? This is what I'm trying to figure out, and for now I do not want to do that. Skill, why are you not playing so aggressively with this tank? Because whenever I had the situation, whenever I was warming up for this tank overall, right? Whenever I played some games off screen, I felt like the armor simply doesn't last whenever you are in the open field, right? That's why I am a bit paranoid to play super aggressively with this tank and just to go through the middle of the field, you know? I feel like this tank is a strong supporter tank, but whenever you are playing one-on-one against the E100, it's not going to be that beneficial for you. Do you know what I mean? I simply think you do not really want to be the one, or let's say hold down chieftain. Whenever you are playing with a chieftain hold down, you are feeling very, very great and you are chilling. This is not a chieftain, okay? And I want to say that straight. I want to highlight this and keep this in mind. Do not be overconfident where this tank goes, right? I mean, we had a shot to Cupola, so I thought, why the heck not? Our team is winning. You know what that means? When our team is winning, I want to be significantly more aggressive. This is what is happening in my head. And I just do not know, can I be aggressive to that level? Can I be aggressive to that level? This is the question. Okay, very good. My mission will be to side scrap here around the corner, right? This is going to be our mission. Also, very nice camo, you beautiful, magnificent bastard. Nice camo. Okay, how about the size 7? High. Unfortunately, but we did not manage to do any damage whatsoever for him, but that is okay. And E100's waiting here around the corner as well. Do I want to go for this Kranwagen? I can see enemies are trying to flank someone here, but I don't feel like I want to do something about it. This is the thing. You know what? Let's try to go this way. I think this could work very, very well. How about if we would say hi for this Kran? Although the Kran has support of E100s, I am feeling confused in this game. I just do not know how I can approach the enemies since we are so aggressive and our team is winning. I feel like I'm getting a bit more desperate in order to get some more use, but I do not want to go sideways like this because the risk is significantly too high. You know, I just don't feel like I can afford to do that. And in the same time, I know our light tank will outspot the FAVA sitting in the back somewhere. I was lucky enough that he did not penetrate me, so that is definitely a positive thing. But what's from that? Okay. Plan B. What we are going to do, we are not focusing on attacking, we are focusing on defending. I just do not see how safely I can go in front and how I can farm the enemies. I just do not see this, right? Maybe it is because it's already late where I live, or maybe my head is not in the position, I do not know. But I am not feeling confident here. So, what we are going to do, we are going to... I'm feeling very confident. My decisions are top-notch, and fellas, have you ever seen this level of knowledge and this level of skill to bounce shots with your ass? Fellas, I think we deserve some more appreciation. That's what I can tell you. Some more appreciation it is. TVP and Leo. Leo will peek. Good, this is exactly what we want to see. And we are going to farm the Mr. TVP, who is going through the middle of the field. Quite bad shot by me, not gonna lie, but that is okay. Enemy FAVA drowned. Probably that gentleman got outspotted and he said, oh no, what to do now? Beautiful shot into Cupola. Everything is looking okay. I'm still not sure about one thing. Do you want to play aggressively with this tank, or do you want to play passively with this tank, you know? I am still feeling kind of confused between this. This is the most unclear thing for me where this tank goes. How about Leo? He's looking at me, I'm looking at him. Beautiful. Leo is taking one for the team. Very, very nice. Kran is getting a bit involved. Doesn't really change anything. And I am curious where this Mr. Bachet is sitting at. I would really love to say hello for him. No. E100s. They are both in platoon, but they are kind of down to fartable at this point. I would love to go into the city. How I can go into the city considering that Kranwagen is camping this line? I just do not feel like I could make pressure through the middle. So I will take my time and I am going to go like this into this position here probably. Maybe playing safer would be a smarter choice when I'm thinking about this. But in the same time I want to get more use as well, you know? I want to make this tank work. And I think this tank deserves a lot of good words overall where this tank goes, right? Okay. Let's see. Can we peek against Mr. E100? Oh, come on. Excellent. Do you see the E100 in the back? I do not see E100. Do you see E100? No? Good. Excellent. Now he's down to fartable. He's thinking, oh, my bananas, I will do such a great job. And in reality, he's being right. He's being right, fellas. Okay. Bad play by me, I guess. Oh, come on. Botchet is flanking me. That is okay. Leo 1 is flanking me, and I'm dead. Bad decision. What a bad decision. That endgame was very, very bad, fellas. I must admit it, I made a big mistake by going like this. Mistakes. Okay, when I said I'm not entirely sure do I need to play passively or do I need to play aggressively, let's get real, that was my mistake. All I needed to do, I needed to slow down and I needed to be smarter, that's about it. Okay, let's see the score. Okay, score. We will forget about our fails, we will accept our responsibility and better luck next time. 3.3 thousand damage, 200 assisting damage. I'm not feeling great how I played with this tank overall. I am paying a lot of credits where this tank goes. And my average performance with this tank is 33% win ratio with 4.3 thousand damage and 1.1 thousand assisting damage. I think this could be my problem that I do not make this tank work. Maybe I need to play more with it or something, but that's what I have for you today. You can see that my gameplay is not ideal, fellas, and there is nothing to hide about it, right? It is definitely not ideal, but it is how it is. Accept it. Better luck next time. Overall score is 5.4 thousand. Whenever I am going to buy this tank on my both accounts, I believe I'm going to play for Mark of Excellence instantly. So you are going to get better understanding how the tank looks like probably next week, I would say, right? That is the plan. But for now, those are my games, there is nothing to hide, and I did not perform well. Better luck next time. And overall performance, whenever I was testing this tank, is 3.5 thousand damage and 1,000 assisting damage. But that was purely testing, going in front, YOLOing and whatnot, and it's far away from being ideal for a tier 10 tank. In other words, when I played with a Panzer without gold for Mark of Excellence and with a standard equipment, I had the same score like I did with this tank. But I believe the things will improve from now on. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. See you very, very soon. And skill is out for today. Peace.